What other question?
Srimati, can you say something about maintaining our attention so that it stays where it should and doesn't get diverted into trivial things?
Rustam has asked a very practical question. It's true that to keep the attention where it should be. You see, for everything, you have to do some exercise, abhyas. Not before realization, after realization. The best way is to learn how to watch yourself. Just start sitting here. Just put yourself into a position from where you watch yourself. Now, what am I doing? This is the abhyas. This is the study. Apart from mantras, apart from anything, the abhyas is the practice. Practice of becoming a witness. And the witness is the spirit state. Then attention will not go. I mean, you will see everything, it's there. Attention will be inside. Try to practice this. Am I a witness? Now, say some people say, "Oh God, I had a horrible time. Whether this happened, that happened." See, you are not a witness. How can you have a horrible time if you are the spirit? You only have a horrible time when you are not the spirit. If you can watch the whole thing as a drama that is played, then you are not having a horrible time. But this outside of you is having a horrible time which you are watching. That's how the attention can be fixed very well. If you practice abhyas, practice all the time to be witness. Say you go out, you see something, just try to see it, not to think about it. Be a witness of the whole thing. The joy will be complete, and also you will become absolutely peaceful. Your attention will be completely enlightened. And then the inspiration you will get will be tremendous. See, it's working out. Working out. Try to watch. And it has such a tremendous memory if you know how to watch. I mean, to me, if I see something, I mean, to me, it's just like a film in my mind. If I have seen this room now, I know what it's in this design, everything. How you are sitting, what pose you have taken, how you wear, what was it. Everything is like a design. Yes, it comes to me just like a picture. Absolutely. Not of this life, but of lives. Because that's a recording system that records best. If there are thoughts, it's like something in between. You see, now he's trying to record me on the film, and if there's something in between moving, nothing will come in. But when there is nothing in between and you are just seeing through, you are recording everything that is important. Moreover, you'll be amazed you don't record unimportant things. Like for people now, they go to a village or any place, they will be recording, "Oh God, it was very dirty and this happened and we went there and there was cement to sleep," for example. Or then we went inside and there was no proper chair to sit down and the chair was so hard and my back started aching. All these things they will remember. And then what happened? Oh God, I couldn't get realization. Everything that bad. See, just like newspaper, all bad news. But to a person who is a realized soul in a real way, he doesn't see, I mean, you don't smell anything dirty. You always smell something good. You never smell, you do not think of anything dirty. You, everywhere you go, it's beautiful. Even if you see just a sand, you see the pattern. Even if you see a barren hill. I saw some people who had gone, I said, "Look at the beauty of these hills in Maharashtra." They said, "Mother, what is the beauty? It's not covered with trees." I said, "That's the beauty. Just see the patterns." They couldn't see the patterns that I was seeing. But if you ask me, what is this hill, I also know that. Because I know the patterns of all the hills, how it has moved, how it has made patterns and things like that. Because they don't see that. You see, they cannot see the beauty because they are looking out for defects. Or relatively, you see, English trees are better than, say, XYZ trees. So then this is not better. The relative this time. But you are at absolute point, you are getting the absolute of everything. Everything is your own. What is there to judge?
Mother, perhaps you can see the beauty because you're the artist.
Huh?
Perhaps you can see the beauty because you're the artist.
I'm the artist and I'm the art. But what about you? Who are you? You are the one who is created, and you can create and you can become the artist. That's what I'm saying. That you are not only the light, but the light that will give light to others. And also you will sustain that light which you have given light. This is the difference now between you and other people. Not that only you will be an artist, but you will enjoy the art of the artist. This is what you have got. You don't know, you are not aware of your powers. It's a dynamic thing which has happened to you, which you should take to. But our attention is on from where the dirt is coming, where the filth is coming, where the ugliness is there. If your attention is on ugliness, people tell me this was ugly. I said, I didn't see. I just saw the way the elephant was standing, you see. The way he has pulled up his leg and he was raising his trunks. I never saw the dirt part of it. Where was it? At the back of it. I said, I never went on the back. If your attention is on even description of a person, ask a person how is he. His all his little funny points will come to your head. Even the photographers I've seen, they will only take photograph when you are in a funny way. See, when your face is little turned round. It's a seeking after ugliness, seeking after mistakes, seeking after something wrong. All the time, if you do like this, you cannot be a happy person. All the time to try to find out defects and faults and mistakes and dirt and ugliness. You are in for trouble. You're asking for it. Like a person was saying, there are 3-4 ditches in this place. I said, did you jump into one of them? Better jump in. So once for all, you don't see any other ditch. You don't see the plain grounds. You are just seeing the ditches for what? The same thing can look ugly to a person who is of that kind of an attitude, who wants to see everything ugly. Try your attitudes. Try to see good in others. Try to see, may not be, I'm not saying for other people, but I'm saying at least for Sahajogis you can do it. Try to see good in them. What good they have done to Sahajoga. What you owe to them. How to get along with them. Why not see the good of them? By giving them encouragement, by being good to them, you are helping Sahajoga. But you want to help your ego because you are very wise. So then only, by appreciating another person, only you have better relationship. This is a very simple fact. You see any film, there the two people are talking to each other as if they are barking at each other. What does it take to be kind, to be gentle, to say pleasant things? As soon as they will see a person, oh God, you have become very ugly. This is the best compliment. That's human nature. To see to the faults of others. To see to the wrong things of others. You see, they will find out in anything. Somebody is very tidy, then that person is bad. Somebody is very untidy, that person is bad. Every sort of thing. But why not you do something about yourself, that there's something inside you which is not tidy. Inside you that's very upsetting. To me it makes no difference, you have seen it. It makes no difference if you say I'll sleep here. If you say I'll sleep on the grass there. To me, it makes no difference to what bathroom I go. I don't even remember all those things. What is there to remember in a bathroom and this and that? All nonsense it is. I have no memory for all these things. Even if you want me to know, I will not remember. If you ask me, how did you go to that bathroom? Which one? That one. I said, it's all right. I've been there. Then food, what sort of a taste it was and what food it was and all sorts of things people go on thinking about. What's the use? The whole food is going to just be digested in the same stomach. What is there to be so much worried about all this? We are wasting our energy. I don't waste my energy. I have no energy for wasting. In the same way, why do you waste your energy? Why not see to the better side of man? By seeing that side, if you can cure it, well and good. But if you cannot cure it, you are going to get yourself bad. If you can cure it, nothing like it, but you can't. Also, once always person says, I would not do that. But you would do something else that the other person would not do. When judging others, one has to know one should judge oneself first of all. Because with what are you judging? With your ego or superego? I've seen it's a very common failing, which should not be there anymore. Now you are realized souls, you are saints. And the saints, though olden saints might be doing whatever they did, forget them. But you people are not going to see the faults of each other, but to the good points of it. Simple things I've seen. Somebody says a wrong English word or a Sanskrit word or a wrong this, immediately will catch on that. But he gives a big lecture, it's all right. That nobody listens. Your mind is working. What wrong thing he is going to say? Attention should be onto what he said. It's so beautiful. And then you will develop an attitude, as mine is, you will never see to the defects of the place. No. No. Know that. You will have no eyes to see. I mean, mine is like that, condition is like that, I tell you. It will be like that. It's very difficult. Like somebody says, you come and play those cards with stakes. I never remember. I'll always lose. So I said, what's the use of playing? I don't remember. See, everybody says you have so many brains otherwise. So can't you remember these 3 cards? I can't. Just my brain goes off. I put automatic. I don't know. I look like a stupid fool when I play that game. So why should I play? Anything like that, I am absolutely good for nothing. So it's a thing people know she's useless. Forget her. But it should become automatic with you also. Then it's so enjoyable. How beautiful we are, that everything is so beautiful around us to see. Such beauty exists and we do not see it. Such tremendous joy, every bliss is there flowing within us. And we don't know, we don't notice it. It's such a happy thing. It's such a beautiful thing. Oh God, such a source of joy was just standing next to me. I never knew. And just I turned around and saw that force. Turn around. Turn your back. All conditionings of yours, the ideas that you have. Do not pass judgment. First thing is. Great art critics and all that. Please, I beg of you, that do not pass remarks at anything all the time. Is ego playing the trick. Just watch it. How it is making you feel that you are something very great. Be careful.